morning to everyone out there. I hope all of you are fit and fine, right? And I welcome you all for today's English class. Before going ahead with our class today, let us recall back what we have done in our previous class. I hope all of you still remember that we have done a writing part, that is message writing, right? I have taught you the format of a message writing. So let us recall back. Students, I have told you that a message is always written inside a box, right? You'll have to make a box for writing a message. On top, you need to write the particular message. Then you start the message with the right hand corner, giving the date, month and the year. Just below that you mention the time and then you leave some space. Then you come for the salutation, that is you greet the person, you write the name of the person, then you leave some space and then you start the main content, that is the body of your message, and finally you conclude by giving a final salutation and the signatory, that is you end it with your name, right? The one who has written the message will write his or her name at the right left corner of the message. And I've also told you that messages can be of different types, right? We write messages to apologize, we write messages to sympathize, and we also write messages to thank others, right? So students, we will move further and come to the last topic of module 2. It is an interesting writing exercise which is diary entry. So in today's class, we are going to deal with diary entry. So what is our objective of today's class? Our objective is to know about the format of diary entry and also its importance. Why it is important to have a diary or to maintain a diary and write down our feelings. Okay, so let us start our class for today. First and foremost, what is a diary entry? Now when you say, some of you must be thinking, what is me saying, right? What is a diary entry? So I have written down here, diary entry is a record of an individual's account of a day of his or her life. So it is record of an individual's account, that is whatever had happened in a particular day, that person, whoever he or she is writing the diary, he or she will note down the account, will write a summary of what has happened in the day, that is throughout the day. It is a personal document which one writes by oneself. So it is what? It is a very personal document. Okay. It is personal and private. It is yours. You are writing about your particular life and that person writes it with himself or herself. Okay. If I am making an account of my life throughout the day, I cannot ask somebody to maintain my diary. Diary entry means whatever I have come across throughout the day, I sit down at night and pen down all my thoughts and feelings and emotions, right? All of you have understood it? Now let us move ahead and understand why diary entry. Why is it important to maintain a diary? So I have given you 2 important points. I have written 2 important points. It is the best way to vent out our feelings and emotions. Now students, many psychologists says that if we maintain a diary, it's very good. Why? Because we human beings, we come across many different situations, right? There are days when we are very happy, extremely happy. There are days when we are extremely sad, right? We want to share our feelings and sometimes we don't find anybody to share our feelings. That time what we can do? We can pen down our emotions. Okay, there are days when our expectations are not fulfilled, right? We are frustrated, we are angry, right? We are happy, we are expecting something. So what happens when we maintain a diary? It helps us to pen down our emotions. and it also helps us to balance ourselves emotionally. So it's very important. I would encourage each one of you to maintain a diary, especially this is a lockdown time. You can maintain a diary and then you can pen down your feelings, whatever you do throughout the day, right? And point number 2 is it improves our writing skills as well. So it is being said that when we tend to maintain a diary and write it regularly, it improves our vocabulary, it improves our writing skills as well. So it's very important, right? And it's interesting. Now that we know what a diary is, why it is important to maintain a diary, so let's see how to write a diary or how to maintain a diary. There is a particular format given. So let us see the format of diary writing. So students, let us see the format of a diary entry. Okay. Now this is the format of a diary entry. So we will start the diary entry with the left hand corner. You will go to the top at the left hand corner. What you are going to do, you are going to write the day and date. Okay, I am going to show you date. Supposingly I am making a diary entry for today. So what am I going to write? I can write Saturday, right? Then I can give a comma, date 30th May. Okay. And students, please do not follow this format. Do not write the date as like this. Some of you might have the habit of writing it in this way, right? So this will be the wrong format. Please follow this format, okay, for writing the date. Next comes the time. Time is very important, and as you know, it is a diary entry, an account of what you have expressed, what you have gone through throughout the day, your feelings, happiness, sadness, your emotions, right? You are going to write it down in the diary. So what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to mention the time as well, and time is mostly at night, that is PM. So supposingly I am making a diary at night, so I can assume it as 10 PM, right? So next comes the space. You need to, after entering the day and date, and just below that the time, you need to give space. Okay, you leave some space and give the salutation. I hope you still remember what a salutation. It's a greeting, right? Since here you are making the diary as your friend, you are taking the diary as your friend, you can write under the salutation as dear diary. Dear diary, and you can give a comma. This will be your salutation. And some students give their diary names as well, but I would suggest that you can simply write dear diary. That would be best. Okay, dear diary, and then give the comma under salutation. So just below the salutation, what you are going to do, you are going to leave space. Okay, after leaving space, there comes the main content of the diary entry. Now here under the main content of the diary entry, what you are supposed to remember, students, you are supposed to remember that the diary entries are always written in first person. That means you are the one who is writing the diary, right? You are making an entry in the diary of your feelings, emotions, whatever you want to, the incidents happening, whatever had happened, right? So it should always be in the first person. For example, I or we. Okay, if you have some memories with your friends, we had a lot of fun, or and then only in the first person, or I had a very happy day today. Okay, so please remember that. And also please remember that use informal language. You don't have to be formal, since it is your personal diary, right? It is your personal diary. You are entering your feelings and emotions, whatever have happened throughout the day. So no need to be so formal. You can use any informal language, okay? And also please remember the tense. Mostly you can use simple past tense, you can use present perfect tense or future tense. After writing the content of the diary, basically it is not more than a paragraph. You don't have to change the paragraph while writing the diary entry. It is finished within a paragraph. After that, what you are going to do is, just after the content of the diary entry, you are going to leave some space, okay? You leave your space, and at the bottom you are going to write the name. That means the person who is making the diary entry will write his or her name at the bottom. And in some diary entries they even put signature just below the name, but it depends upon you, okay? It's up to you. But name is mandatory, so you need to write your name. And while writing your name, no need to write your full name with your surname, title. No need to use that. You can simply write your name. So this is the format of a diary entry. Now look at the following sample of a diary entry, class. There you can see the sample of a diary entry as given in page number 26 of your English workbook. So as I have already shown you the format, on top you can see that the day and date has been mentioned at the left hand corner of the diary. As you can see, Tuesday and 12th April, right? Then just below that we can see the salutation or greeting. Time has not been mentioned here, but I would request you all, whenever you make a diary entry, please write the time as well, okay? So just below that we can see the salutation or greeting as dear diary. A comma has been given after that, space is there, and the content of the diary entry. We can see that the content of the diary entry. Let us read it. As I've already mentioned, diary entries are always written in first person, and we also use informal language. So let's read this. I really had a great day today. I turned 9 years old. I had my favorite cake, Black Forest. My best friend Yasir got me a big jigsaw puzzle. I am waiting to open it and play with it. My other friend Nitya made a beautiful wall hanging of a dog for me. She knows that I love dogs. My parents are planning a trip to Kerala this weekend so that we can celebrate my birthday. I am feeling so happy and loved. So this is the main content of the diary, that the particular person who has written the diary is really happy. She has received many gifts, and because of her birthday celebration, many things are going on. Trip is also being planned by the parents, right? So she's really happy. So just below the content of the diary entry, we can see the space has been given and the name of the particular person who has written the diary, that is Pooja. So this is an excellent example of how a diary entry should be made. Now after seeing this, I hope all of you got an idea how to maintain a diary and to follow the format of a diary entry. So there is an easy example given in the next page 27, page number 27 of your English workbook. There's an incomplete diary entry. So you can try doing this as a homework. Try to complete the incomplete diary entry. So students, in today's class, we have learned what a diary entry is, right? And why is diary entry important? And should we actually maintain a diary? I've also told you the benefits of maintaining a diary, right? and also the standard format of writing a diary. In your English workbook, there is a simple exercise given on diary entry. There it is an incomplete diary entry, so you are going to complete it. That will be your homework. So then I shall see you in my next class with another topic. So till then, students, take care, keep learning, stay safe and healthy. Bye bye.